Hey, ba bum bum. Welcome to a very late Christmas edition of KocoSports Weekly Raw Review. I am the huge one, aka Fat Santa, aka the idiot, Dave Coco from KocoSports.com or KOCOSports.net. It's where the world comes to kick ass, your home for combat sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. And of course, the brand new ProWrestling.me. Jump on board to ProWrestling.me. We're trying to make a pro wrestling community, a pro wrestling bar type community online, and hopefully it grows in 2016. I don't want to hard sell you on it, but go there now. As always, we ask you win, loss, or tie, and we asked on Twitter, and since we're so far behind, we have the results. 4% win. Well, that's not good. 26% tie, 26% loss, and 44% didn't watch. And I noticed we usually keep track of, percentages. And granted, Coco Sports, Dave Coco on Twitter, aka me. I just talk to myself in third person because I'm a fucking dick. We have a lot of MMA fans, a lot of boxing fans, a lot of, nerds, fantasy, and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, our didn't watch was probably higher than most websites would have didn't watch, but this December is like record-breaking didn't watch. So, a lot of people must be getting off that WWE. Anyway, yes, and I want to apologize for this show being late. My son wants like rare amiibos for Christmas, and they're hard to find here in Japan. So, and we got a bunch of Wii U stuff. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas and a happy birthday to my daughter. This show is going to probably be a little bit shorter, a little bit weirder, because I think the Slammy Awards took a bigger presentation than actually Monday Night Raw. So I'll go over the awards, then the show, and, maybe we'll go a little bit faster. It's 5:18 p.m. in Tokyo right now on a Wednesday, so I have no idea what it is in your time zone. So let's rock and roll. Let's do this. Win, loss, or tie, I am giving it a tie. And I want it to be known, can you imagine if we had two good shows in a week? Last week I said, hey, it's the holiday season. I grade on a curve on the holiday season, but they even tested me on that. And I don't know about you, but I don't care if Ring of Honor, it doesn't matter what company. If you're having shows around Christmas, and especially if it's outside Japan, because Japan has its biggest shows of the year around the holiday season, I kind of lay back. Even TNA or anything like that, anything that has television, I'm just like, all right, it's the end of the year. So I'm giving them a holiday ho-ho-ho tie. I would like to give them a win, but all right. So the big thing that we got on social media is, are the Slammies rigged, and are they Slammies? I think they are. I'm way too busy, and as a guy who podcasts, a guy who does comics, writes, podcast, plays like Coco plays RBI Baseball, I am way too busy and not nerdy enough to find out if the awards are legit voting. I saw on Reddit, apologize, Mike Johnson of PW Insider, he's like, oh, it's a publicly traded company. They cannot do this with the votes. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? I hope that was just sarcasm. If you think a publicly traded company won't rigged, what? All right. I don't believe that the Slammy Awards are legit, but I'm also way too lazy. There's people out there breaking down the Twitter votes and all that, and I salute you, sir or ma'am. I salute you. I am way too lazy to break it down. But gun to my head, do you think they're legit? No. But I think a lot of shit you think is legit isn't. Like this computer, I won it in a contest from a publicly traded company. It's just, no. Fucking no. What? I'm hoping he was just being sarcastic. Because you can't see sarcasm on Twitter. I'm not even knocking him. I've never met him, but he seems like a good guy. PW Insider seems like one of the bigger sites out there. I don't want to knock the guy. I'm just hoping it's sarcasm, or it has to be sarcasm. That's it. WWE, you meet WWE.com employees, and they're like, yeah, it's rigged. They'll tell you which ones are rigged and which ones are not rigged and how they change it. Fake Twitter accounts. TNA does the same thing too, so I'm not picking on WWE. Everyone does. I mean, people get caught in fake contests all the time. I remember in Tampa Bay, I used to be a radio personality. I won more contests as a radio personality probably in a year than I've won in my whole life. Like, I would go to the Tropicana Field, and I know, hey, that's not publicly traded, whatever. Dude, they would be like, I just remember, like, oh, and wherever I sat, surprise, surprise, they won something. It's just, what? This has to be sarcasm. But, hey, a lot of people are asking me, is it rigged? I would bet it's rigged. I would go to Vegas and bet it was rigged. The irony in that statement. But I'm way too lazy to find out. But and here's another thing. Then you got to stop blaming the IWC. Because if people voted for Nikki Bella, that means the internet obviously loves Nikki Bella. So we got to stop blaming the IWC. They, all the big awards that the internet voted for. I don't know. I just find it to be funny. Either way, I pray for the human race. I pray to Terry Funk that these were rigged. Because, it doesn't make sense. You go off Twitter followers, you go off retweets, and all that stuff. The reaction doesn't make sense. But, hey, I don't care enough. Let's see. Such a shitty answer. I wish I did have the energy to look it up. But, yeah, no. A lot of this shit is rigged, folks. Superstar of the year, Seth Rollins. He deserved it. But then, if you go kayfabe-wise, does he really deserve it? He's a coward. I mean, he's the champ. I don't know. I was happy with Seth Rollins. Diva of the year, Nikki Bella. If she won legit, how come you have to pipe in crowd noise? If she won legit, how come she doesn't get cheered everywhere? If she won legit, how come she's not an IWC darling? And you can be like, oh, well, casual fans vote more. I don't think there's as many. I just think people label fans to blindly defend WWE. Well, the shitty product, the casual fans like it. All right, sure. Next time you're at a wrestling event, just go to the most casual fans. Be like, do you like Nikki Bella? Just do your own survey. I don't understand how you can win an award for being voted on and then get booed out of 90% of the cities. Who knows? Rivalry of the year, Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. And another thing, they kept saying that this award show was this is the most important award show ever. They have these people under contract, and I think Heelbook, my source is a meme. So I was just like, you think I'm not lazy? You think I'm not lazy enough to check if this is legit? I'm sourcing memes. But on Heelbook, here's, let me see if I can share this real quick. Google. I love you, Google, but I will punch you right in the dick. I will punch you in the dick. There you go. So this is from Heelbook on Facebook. Nothing says how important the Slammys are, like 4 of the 9 winners not being there. Oh, man. And I just found it to be ridiculous. It's this is the most important award ever. Ronda Rousey showed up for the ESPYs. I'm pretty sure The Rock is going to show up for whatever they give movies. I don't know, Golden Globes. I don't know. Fucking Rock would show up for anything. The Rock has literally showed up for the Nickelodeon Awards. Come on. You got Brock Lesnar, Undertaker under contract, and they didn't even show up. John Cena's showing up next week, and he didn't even win his fucking award. WWE Tag Team of the Year, the Usos. So, all right. Sure, why not? I don't even hate the Usos, but sure. Breakout Star of the Year, Neville. And this is where the conspiracy of it's legit. And they're like, oh, well, the Usos, Neville, they're fan favorites. People would have voted for them. Still, you got Nikki Bella, you got John Cena, you got, you still got the big guys winning the awards. Match of the year, Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. I looked at these match of the years, though. Man, if you only watch WWE, please watch Lucha Underground. Please check out Ring of Honor. I'm a little bit of a hypocrite here because I don't check out Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, but the word on the internet is Pro Wrestling Guerrilla is amazing. And please check out New Japan Worlds. I mean, some of these fucking matches were just straight up garbage. All right, that's a match, sure. Double Cross of the Year, Damien Mizdow eliminates The Miz. The Awesome Moment of the Year, The Rock. LOL Moment of the Year, R-Truth misunderstands the status. That's the only one I thought was fucking funny. The others, There. So this really fucking sucks. I gotta review. What the fuck? Where have I gone wrong in my life? The oh my god, shocking moment of the year, Kalisto. Extreme moment of the year, Roman Reigns levels the League of Nations at Triple H. We see a lot of these awards are the same thing, and a lot of these awards can just be eliminated. Imagine growing up in the Attitude Era, seeing WWE Attitude Era, NWO in their prime, seeing ECW change the way people see professional wrestling, and then now like Extreme Moment of the Year. I'm gonna even give fucking Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy a compliment, and you know how much I fucking hate those fucks. Dude, are you fucking for real? Roman Reigns levels the League of Nations and Triple H. That's the Extreme Moment of the Year. And I'm okay if you're like, hey, we don't do hardcore, we don't do extreme, we don't do oh my god. Okay, I'm with you. Then just drop the fucking awards. It's like getting rid of the cruiserweights and be like cruiserweight of the year. It's like getting rid of the divas and diva of the year. It doesn't make fucking sense. And yeah. Surprise return of the year, Sting. I thought Dudley's were a bigger surprise. Anyone that knew anything. John Cena versus Cesaro, best John Cena U.S. Open challenge. What a fucking cock-smoking award that is. Think about it. Cesaro's probably not going to accomplish much in his life because he's a good wrestler and he works for WWE. So this is it. This is the peak. We're never, Cesaro's like, I'm going to take the fucking brass. No, you're not. You're not taking any fucking brass ring until WWE fucking has piped in crowd music or crowd noise for you. Cesaro's probably going to fucking retire, not fucking accomplish much on the national stage. And then one day, Cesaro Jr. is going to walk in and be like, hey, Dad, I remember you were a pro wrestler. Can you show us your Slammy? This is exactly how it's going down. I time traveled. And Cesaro's like, I won the best John Cena U.S. Open challenge. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Let's see. Tell me you didn't say that moment was Suplex City. All right. Celebrity moment of the year. Woohoo! Arrow. Good for him. Hashtag of the year, Suplex City, and the hero in all of us. What a fucking dick. I'm sorry, dude. You need to drop this award. It is fucking ridiculous. And John Cena doesn't even show up. He's like, I'll be there next week for a match. Get ready to boo me, internet. I hate my fucking life. I hate my fucking life. John Cena's returning and Roman Reigns is beating everybody. Well, remember last week's Raw, how good it was? Let's take a moment. Just let's remember how great last week's. You know what? I have done some challenging things in life. But I remember when I ran away from home and had to sleep outside. John Cena was there to give me a jacket, true hero. I remember when I joined the military and, people were shooting at me. John Cena stood in front of every fucking bullet. I remember when I fell and got injured and shattered my face, back. It was bad. I remember those days. You know who was there? You know who was there to catch me? John Cena. You know who helped me rehab John Cena? I mean, it's just, holy shit. I don't fucking get it. I have no idea how Coca-Cola, WWE, John Cena, anyone ever thought this was a good idea. It's unfucking believable. It's just unbelievable. The hero in all of us award. You know what? I'm not even mad. Fuck it, dude. Just give John Cena everything. Oh, John Cena versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I can't fucking buy New Japan World. Watch Lucha Underground Season 2. I beg it of you. Oh, man. So, there you go. I don't know. The hero in all of us award, I think you're better off not winning that. I think you're just a better person if you didn't win it. What a fucking horrible award to fucking win. I mean, how do you not feel dirty accepting that award? Maybe that's why poor dumbass Mark Henry had to go up there. He's all smiling like, I fucking hate my life. But no. Charity is the most important thing in pro wrestling. What percentage goes to those pink shirts? That's only WWE can make charity feel dirty. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, those are your Slammy Awards. I probably have a million more John Cena jokes, but you know what? It's the end of the year. It's Christmas, dude. I'm fucking running out of steam. John Cena sucks, and people are going to be like, he's not as bad as the internet says he is. He's horrible. He's a fucking horrible human being. He's not a good person. Not a good wrestler, so good luck. He's a hero. Hero in all of us. Maybe that's why fucking society sucks so bad. All right, so those are your Slammy Awards. Oh, man. Oh, man. You know, as this podcast is going right now, I am just picturing some nurse who she checked out. She's in her regular clothes, and someone starts screaming. And she just goes to the emergency room. She puts her hand over that fucking bloody fucking stump, and she's like, we need to fucking blah, 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 blah. ER bullshit, screaming, got blood on her fucking face, got it all over her fucking sweater that her boyfriend fucking got her, who, by the way, she's late to see, and he thinks she's cheating with a doctor, but she's not. She's trying to save this poor motherfucker who can't read, who's shot in a goddamn drive-by. You know what? No, you're right. John Cena's a fucking hero. He shows up, and there's plenty of cameras around. What a fucking great guy. What a great... Let's break this down. WWE World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns confronts Stephanie McMahon again, and they did the same thing on SmackDown. I guess Stephanie now is going to be heel forever, and Roman Reigns is going to be the worst stand-up comedian ever. And, like, it doesn't even fucking make sense. It's like they don't even rehearse their lines. She's like, it's just dumb. There's a part where Stephanie McMahon is like, get out of my ring! And Roman Reigns is like, no, I'm not leaving. I'm going to smile here. And then he's like, hey, guys, listen, I'm going to make her really mad. I'm going to do what she says. And she's like, don't you turn on my back and walk away. Like, you know what this reminds me of? You ever see that your friend who has the worst wife in the world, but he tries to play it off in front of his friends, but deep down inside knows that, oh my God, I'm stuck with this bitch forever because I don't have the courage to leave, like most of the WWE wrestlers on the roster? That's what it reminds me of. Like, have you ever gone on a double date or, like, been around a couple where all they do is argue and the husband is basically the wife's bitch, but he tries to be funny about it? That's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of the worst awkward open double date thing ever. It's just bad. Yep. So there you go. And for some reason, she's gonna punish his family by giving him plenty of TV time and title shots and all that fun stuff. Moving on. Next, you got Neville won Breakout of the Year. So everyone thought it was going to be Kevin Owens. So I guess we're shocked. Once again, don't care enough to find out. The Wyatt family defeat the Kane, and the Dudley boys and Tommy Dreamer. What a fucking letdown. What the fuck, man? We couldn't find any ECW guy. We couldn't find any ECW. Where the fuck is Rhino? Where did Rhino go? Where the fuck did Rhino go? Where did Rhino go? Why the fuck do we have Kane on television? Why? Listen, dude, ECW people are poor as fuck. They like come to your show and you're like, here's some fucking crack, here's some fucking cocaine. Hey, congratulations. Listen. ECW wrestlers, if you run a show, this is how you know. If you run a show that has more than 10 paid, ECW legends rise from the ashes, and they're like, hey, can I be booked on this show? And you're like, no, you can't be booked on the show. We don't have enough money for you. You don't know how much you're going to get paid. All right, how much do you want to get paid? We only got 10 paid, and, you know, we had to rent the ring. As a matter of fact, we're like $9,000 in debt for these 10 paid fans. And the ECW guy's like, give me $500. I'm like, Where do you see $500? There's 10 paid people, and we had to pay for all this shit. Where do you see $500, former ECW champ? He's like, all right. You drive a hard bargain. I'll do it. And then the young promoter's like, oh, $10, and I got a fucking former ECW goddamn champion? $10, and we can get fucking the former ECW champion. You think? Can we get $10? I don't have $10. Ask Tim's girlfriend. Tim's girlfriend definitely has $10. Look at that bitch. She has $10 in that fucking fake Gucci bag. Go get the fucking $10. All right. Okay. We can work $10. I promise you, ECW Legend Store, we can get you $10. That bitch don't have $10. We don't have $10. Okay. So you're here. You still want to work? No, I don't have any cocaine. No, I don't have any crack. No, I don't have weed. I mean, I have 2 children's Tylenol. You'll take it? All right, good to go. How the fuck is every goddamn indie event that has 10 drawn fucking people have ECW fucking stars, and fucking you can't get one on Christmas? Come on, help them out, WWE. Be a Santa Claus. What the fuck we need to see Kane? Any ECW guy. Any ECW guy would have been better than fucking Kane. Are you out of your fucking mind? What a fucking letdown. The only thing worse than Kane was probably the match. The match was, You know what? This is the thing. Reviewing WWE is always like, well, at least they tried. When did Little League become, Little League, well, might as well say it. When did WWE become like T-Ball? Like, they're not even Little League standards. Like, do you ever remember during the Attitude Era, during the WCW WWE war, when NWA and the territories were around, and it was the WWF? Do you ever remember anyone going, well, at least they tried? That's where we've come to, WWF. You don't want to be negative all the time because, oh, God forbid, fucking you're negative on YouTube. But, you want to be positive, so you're like, let's put a positive spin on it. I think they tried tonight. That's why I'm giving them a tie. They looked like they tried. Look at them. WWE has become the dumb kid in class who eats glue, and you give him a fucking C. You're like, you know what, Tommy? I fucking love you, Tom, but here's a goddamn C, all right? Do you deserve a C? No, God, no. You're a horrible human being. No, you don't deserve a C. But you know what? At least you tried, Tommy. You showed up. You tied your shoes. You sharpened your pencil. And you know what? You gave it your all. You actually wrote stuff on the paper. Congratulations. Way to go, Tommy. You could get a job at WWE Creative now. Kane. You couldn't, dude. It's the fucking holidays. You couldn't find one ECW guy? One? Where the fuck was this show? I guarantee there was at least 3 former ECW guys sitting in the crowd. Just sitting there. They're just like, hey, man, how you doing? I'm like, weren't you used to be, I don't want to fucking call any ECW guys out by a name, but didn't he used to be the fuck, I don't know, fucking calendar jackhammer fucking 97? And they're like, yeah, I was calendar jackhammer 97 ECW. Wow, can I have your autograph? You got any crack? No, I don't. I don't know, an autograph for you, kid. Fucking Kane's got her spot. Where the fuck is Rhino? Where the fuck is Rhino? Moving on. R-Truth won LOL moment of the year. Kalisto won, oh my God, shocking moment of the year. Bam. Kevin Owens defeated Dolph Ziggler. I thought this was match of the night. Here's the problem that I'm having. All right, forget it, Kevin Owens. You hate puppies. You hate the fans. Oh, fucking internet. John Cena's good. Please boo me. Got it. But Dolph Ziggler's an awesome wrestler. Kevin Owens is an awesome wrestler. This is a good match. Problem. I'm pretty sure this is the same match. I don't think the live audience saw this match. This is my theory here. I think they just pop in a tape. They're like, oh, this is a great match. Ziggler dominates Kevin Owens, and out of nowhere, Kevin Owens, bam, bam, bam. Okay. This is like the 97th time I've seen this fucking match. I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. And I'm the type of guy that if I like a movie, I'll watch it over and over and over until I memorize it. But it's okay. Just say, hey, here's a match from the Vault 2 weeks ago. I'm okay with that. I think we're all fine with that. I don't know, unless they're just like, they don't see it as pro wrestling and they don't see it as a television show anymore. They see it as like a Vegas act. You know how they're like, oh, we're not sports. We're not pro wrestling. Like, it's a Vegas act. And Owens and Ziggler have got their fucking, spots down, so to speak. And they're just like, all right, you can come see the Owen Ziggler 6 o'clock show, but there'll be another show at 8, 9, 10, 11. Matter of fact, they're never fucking leaving. Just come back every hour in between playing blackjack. Good luck. It was probably match of the night. Problem is, we've all saw it. It's going to be a long day, folks. I got to be Santa. I got to regroup. We all saw it. Great match. If you saw last week's match, the week before match, Kevin Owens wins. Congratulations. Poor Dolph Ziggler. I wish he never signed that. Seth Rollins won Superstar of the Year, getting a little bit of a mixed reaction. I liked his promo. I really did. He was talking about being redesigned, rebuilt, and all that fun stuff. So I really enjoyed his promo, and it gave me hope. I heard freaking internet rumors that The Shield and John Cena are going to be taking on the League of Nations, and I'm like, why? First off, how is fucking Seth Rollins? And second off, like, why? Like, League of Nations. All right, League of Nations versus John Cena and The Shield. Got it. U.S. champion Alberto Del Rio defeats Jack Swagger. I feel bad for Swagger because besides, his DUIs and injuring people, he's a really good wrestler. And he always gets lost in the sauce. And this is another one. So Alberto Del Rio defeats Jack Swagger. And then, his European boom boom here. But it's like, we're from a different country, so we're friends and hate you. League of Friends come in and Sheamus broke. And then they're like, we're going to see you next week, John Cena. And I'm just like, for the love of fucking Christ. Oh, why can't he just go away longer? Just go away. Oh, man. All right, moving on. Overall, at best. John Cena won the Hero and All of Us award. Coca-Cola proudly presents. I'm not even going to fight it. John Cena's a fucking war hero. John, just come by, fucking take all the medals. Take all the medals, take all. Sting won Surprise Return of the Year, and surprised no one by not returning to accept his award. So there you go. The Usos defeat the WWE Tag Team Champions New Day. This just, I don't know. I know it's Christmas. And I know fucking it's a handicap match. And I get what they're trying to do. Just, why? Why have non-title matches? Why not just have it mean something? These guys could have put on a 5-star match, but the booking, who gives a shit? I don't hate the Usos like a lot of people hate the Usos. I never hated the New Day athletes, but I hated the New Day storyline, but they really owned it. And it's just, why have the tag champs 3-on-2 lose to the Usos? Why? Just why? Why are we even doing? Why? I'm a little burnt out on WWE. How much the way we do the channel in the future. But, I always feel like if we were in the same room, we're like, why are we doing this dance? Why? You put on a shitty product, I review the shitty product. Why? Why are we doing this dance? Why do we have to have the good guys be underdogs? Why does it, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just enough to piss you off. You know what I mean? It's just, if you want to have fun on Christmas, have fun, but just make it like a 5-on-5 match or a 6-on-6 match. Everyone gets their spots, goes home. Who gives a shit? But it's just like the New Day. There's 3 of them. They're the tag team champs, and they lose to the Usos, and it's non-title. It's just like, why? Why is this even happening? Why? And if you're going to waste time, then go back. This is one thing. There's better ways, because I know what WWE's mission is. Their mission is, well, we're going to try to fucking drag it out so that you have to buy a pay-per-view. And they did this back in the day. They just did it with skill and talent. What happened to the old NWA WCW trick? Like, this was the NWA WCW go-to move. If they wanted to drag out a tag team feud like they did with the Usos and New Day, what they would do is you would have 2 single matches. So Uso 1 versus Kofi Kingston, Uso 2 versus Big E. And then you're like, well, Big E's going to win because he's the bigger guy, and that's where they fool you. They're like, no, Big E lost. Can you fucking believe it? And Kofi won. Oh, my God, what's going to happen next? I don't know, but it's intriguing. No, just the Usos fucking take on the whole fucking New Day family and win. Okay. Well, looking forward to fucking whatever comes there next. Nikki Bella won Diva of the Year. Of course she did. Why wouldn't she? I mean, Rusev defeated Neville in a really short match. Oh, I forgot. I don't live in America, so a lot of times I don't know how big things are. Like, there's always things people on Facebook complaining. I don't know. Like, do vegans in America really talk about themselves as much as Facebook makes them out to talk about themselves? I know, like, 2 vegans, and I knew them for years, and they never fucking told me until we went to a restaurant. Like, oh, yeah, I'm vegan. All right, cool. But, like, if you go on Facebook, you're like, oh, my God, this is a big deal. And the same thing with, like, Miss America pageant. When did we – I've been out of America for, like, 7 years, but when the fuck did we give a shit about that? Miss Universe, Miss America, and some comedian who's on it, I don't know, some fucking comedian, like, mixed it up by accident. So they're like, oh, I know. We have a black funny guy. Why don't we send him out there and mix it up by accident? You know what? I don't even know. I mean, why is this a big deal? What, 7, 8 years ago, when I lived in America, no one gave a fuck about beauty pageants. So we some poor fucking comedian messed up, and now we care, and this is a segment? This is what you do, America? This is what you do. All right. So, yeah, it's funny, get it? Paige was supposed to win, but they read it wrong. And Nikki Bella really won. Oh, I get it. Fucking hilarious. Hilarious. Died fucking laughing. You know what? A lot of people make fun of Jay Leno and a couple of the Tonight guys, like, oh, they're fucking hacks with horrible jokes. You know what? No. And let's sit back on this. Okay, why don't we look at Nikki Bella? I don't get to watch many movies because I'm always busy, but this week I got to see Creed, amazing, Star Wars, and they had a formula, but it was still amazing. It was an amazing experience. It was fun. And I don't watch much television, but, I'm watching Marvel's Jessica Jones. I apologize if that's not the title. And I started watching other shows, and I enjoy them. And WWE is like, oh, we're supposed to be like sports, but I watch UFC, and not even UFC the fights. The UFC pre-shows are amazing. HBO's the boxing 24/7 thing is amazing. You watch one of those things, you want to see the fight. Jay Lethal talked me into buying a Ring of Honor pay-per-view in his promo, talking into the building. Who are we competing against? That's what I don't fucking get. Like, is there entertainment in sports worse than this? What are we competing against? I just think WWE is the ultimate play the blame game. I think it is. They worry about defending their spot better than making a product. Like, I watched this. Who's this for? Who is this for? Who finds this funny? I don't get it. And what? Like, to me, I watch pro wrestling because I grew up on it, love it. Have a website, review, all that fun stuff. But a lot of times when I didn't watch movies and I didn't watch I didn't watch a lot of television shows, I'd still watch pro wrestling. And I would see these references here and there, and I'd see entertainment like, oh, this is how it's done, and this is entertainment. Like, who are you competing against? What are you better than? You're not better than the UFC. You're not better than HBO boxing. You're not better than ESPN. Okay, so you're not in the sports fucking ranks. Now look at the entertainment. I don't watch that much, but you're not better than Arrow. You're not better than Flash. These are the shows I watch. You're not funnier than Family Guy. Who the fuck are you better than? Is there entertainment out there that I'm missing that's worse than WWE? Oh, we're in the fucking movie business. Your movies fucking suck. We're in the fucking entertainment business, right? Like, and here's the thing. I watched women's shows. I watched Mistress, I watched it with my wife. A woman's show. And I always like, oh, well, what do I know about women? Well, here's the WWE Divas. I guess that's what they do in America. It must be entertaining. Women like this shit. But then I watch Mistresses. It's a million times better. It might not be for every guy, but let me tell you something. If they said, hey, you can have a Nikki Bella segment, or you could see a 5-minute clip. Every time Nikki Bella comes on, you can see a 5-minute clip of Mistresses. Or, I don't know, Sex in the City. Dude, what fucking man, what woman wouldn't choose that? Who the fuck are you entertaining? You're literally entertaining people that dream to be a part of your company. But eventually that's going to crumble. You have to actually entertain someone outside of the business. You can only blame terrorist IWC groups so fucking much. No, like here, fucking, let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Here, bam. This is a movie called Love Actually. It's a woman's movie. It's a romantic comedy. Why do I have the book? Because I'm a fucking nerd. That's not the point. But the point is, like, what fucking demographic? Who are you beating out? Know what you're fucking great at? Marketing shitty products. You are the king at marketing shitty products. But could you imagine all that marketing power behind a good fucking product? That's what I want for 2016. WWE, I know you can market. What about marketing a good product? And what demographic are you going after? And Nikki Bella, is she a role model for children? If you want your daughter to grow up to be a whore, are any of the divas and storylines good role models? So eliminate the children. Is it for the sport fans? Fuck no. Is it for the men? No. So is there fucking enough women in your demographic, which shows there isn't enough women in your demographic, but is there enough women in your demographic to go, oh, this is good? And then is it like good compared to what? What is worse than Nikki Bella? That's the new holiday game. Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to KocoSports. We have a brand new board game for Christmas. What is worse than Nikki Bella? Go. Like, what fucking demographic is this for? What? For teenage whores? I don't see teenage whores being a real big power seller at live events or in your ratings. Who is Nikki Bella for? Well, we know the answer. Spoiler. You pick up the treasure box, it's for John Cena. But besides John Cena, who is she for? What demographic? I don't know. Who enjoys this? That's another question. Who enjoys this? And you'll be like, oh, well, don't stop watching. And you know what? They might finally win. They might finally win. Because normally when people come on, they're like, oh, well, just stop watching. I'm like, well, I'm a Rays fan. And they lose. I still root for them. I'm a Bucks fan. I still root for them. But you know what? At least I know what the Buccaneers are doing. They're rebuilding. At least I know what the Rays are doing. The Rays are like, hey, we find young, great players. They become great. And then Boston and Yankees screw them. So at least I know their fucking goals. What are your goals, WWE? Who are you going after? Who is Nikki Bella supposed to bring in? Who? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Moving on. The Rock and Ronda Rousey won This Is Awesome award, and they did not show up. Becky Lynch defeats Brie Bella with the help of Charlotte. And congratulations, you made respectable women's wrestling into WWE Divas trash. Congratulations. I tip my hat to you, Way to go. Stephanie McMahon, are you winning any Feminist of the Year awards yet? You're the hero that fucking no one needs. Undertaker and Brock Lesnar won Match of the Year. None of them showed up, even though they're under contract. And the main event, you know what? A lot of people shit on the main event. Considering, once again, it's the nice guy. Considering it's a Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose versus Sheamus, and it's a cage match. I don't know. It reminded me when cage matches meant something, and this is why I give it a tie. Because I'm like, they could have just fucking did absolutely nothing, and they put up a cage. Let's be positive. They put up a cage. Come on. We can't be all negative all the fucking time. Let's give it up. They put up a cage. I mean, there's a cage, folks. I remember back when I was a kid, cage matches meant so much. It meant to be it was so special. I remember I went to an indie event. It was one of the 76 dudes who took care of me as I was passed around like a fucking like a John Cena love child. But I remember going to an indie event and there was a cage match and it was just so magical. You know what? Let's try to remember some of that Christmas magic. Remember when cage matches meant something? You had snooker. I mean, think of all the great finishes you could have with a cage match. I mean, the NWA, WCW, they just had so many great cage matches. And so they put up a cage. Let's be positive about this, folks. Let's not be so negative. It is the Christmas season. I did give them a tie out of the pity of... so Dean Ambrose defeats Sheamus. The highlight, sadly, is Roman Reigns threw a chair over the fucking thing, and it flopped around and popped up and sat upright, and we were happy for that. No, really, that's the fucking highlight. Anyway, the fans got into him. They're like, this is boring. We know Sheamus is boring, but there's a cage, and Dean is there. Remember Dean Ambrose used to be awesome until he sold more t-shirts than John Cena? You know what, Dean? You're the real fucking hero. You're the real MVP. If it wasn't for you fucking just accepting your fucking role as a fucking glass ceiling ball fucking holder of Roman Reigns, you know what I mean? Look at Dean Ambrose. He's the real fucking hero. Not only does he fucking back the fuck down and make the shittiest goddamn shirt ever after selling more merchandise over Christmas than John Cena, what a fucking hero. He also knows that he can never go for the title because his best friend, storyline-wise, is Roman Reigns. What a fucking hero, Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is losing, and Sheamus and all that. And Roman Reigns comes down and defeats everybody. John Cena is supposed to be taking these guys on next week. Oh no, who's going to win that matchup? Can you imagine if John Cena did the right thing and put these guys over? I mean, it is Christmas. No one's going to be watching. Well, I'll be watching because I fucking hate my life, but most people won't be watching. Can you imagine? But anyway, Roman Reigns comes out and fucking destroys everybody. The Foot Soldiers were like, the Barry Horowitz, the Foot Soldiers, Goombas were like, hey guys, maybe you should put up a little bit of a fight. It was fucking ridiculous. And Dean Ambrose wins. So, congratulations. And, you know what I feel bad about? I really do. Let's holiday spirits. Let's talk about, feeling bad for people. I really feel bad for Sheamus because he tries, but he's so boring. Like, a lot of people are boring and don't try. Del Rio. That's not fair. Del Rio in WWE, Del Rio in WWE. But Sheamus, he tries. Look at him. Like, he's legit trying. He's just boring as shit. Poor fucking guy. Poor guy. I like you, Sheamus. I wish you weren't so boring. There you go. So overall, I give it a tie. I didn't expect to get any live viewers, especially the weird time it is. So much love. Appreciate it. This is one of those things. If you are expecting a good wrestling show, you're not going to get it. If you just are like, oh, it's the holiday season, I'm just going to waste fucking time, then yeah, it's good enough for that. It's good enough for that. All right, let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Again, on Twitter, 4% win, 26% tie, 26% loss, 44% didn't watch. And on our SmackDown Twitter poll, boom, boom, boom. Where is my SmackDown Twitter poll? I'm an idiot. Brought to you by KocoSports.net. You can tweet us at KocoSports. But look, it's not too bad. A lot of people didn't watch, but Super SmackDown, which we did a review of, I didn't. Boom Boom and LK did a review of. The 19% win, 25% tie, 6% loss, 50% didn't watch. So that's pretty goddamn good for you, SmackDown. Congratulations. All right. Boom, 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 bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Stetter, thank you for the like. I hope I said your name right. And thank you. All right. And people are asking me questions that have nothing to do with WWE RAW, Slammies, and it's not even in English. You know what? My Japanese friends, oh yeah, sure. Just don't watch my podcast. It's cool. All right. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow. I might be. It's my daughter's birthday. It's coming up on Christmas. I try to do one show every day. I think in 2016 I'm going to come up with a different strategy. Maybe cover more stuff I like. And yeah, so if I don't see you, I wish you nothing but a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and you know, enjoy it. Enjoy your time off. I might be back tomorrow. I got a lot of shows that I want to do, but I just don't know timing wise. It just depends on the situation. All right, like, comment, subscribe. Check out KocoSports.net, KoCoSports.net. It's where the world comes to kick ass, your home for combat sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. And are you, I guess the last second question for those that stay this long, give yourself a Barry Horowitz. Are you still a passionate fan? Because this is the closest I've been to just giving up on the American, well, that's not true, the two main American products. It's the closest I've ever been to giving up. You know, and the thing is, they gave us such a good show last week. You know what? I'm going to give it time. I'm going to wait till after the holidays. Maybe give it a month, and I don't know. I don't want to be that guy who quits watching because, you know, as a Rays fan and a Bucks fan, I hated when the Lightning or the Rays or the Bucks went to the championship, and now everyone came out of the woodwork. And I don't know. It's the sports fan in me. It's the sports fan in me that's like, you know what? I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to keep grinding. But oh, it's tough at times. It's tough at times. I mean, we're ending this show with Roman Reigns dominating everybody and John Cena returning. It's a tough grind. It's a tough grind. And you know what? Roman Reigns doesn't make me as angry about it. It's just they have to hide his weaknesses. And they have to make him, you know, there has to be a chant. I don't know. It's like everything you know about storytelling, WWE does wrong. And it's like, you have to be the underdog. You have to beat the odds. You have to go, you know. I just hope WWE Creative watches Creed and Star Wars. Because after watching Creed and Star Wars and movies, and then coming to watch Monday Night Raw, I'm just like, do they... And it's not even the special effects. It's not even the writing. It's just the art of the storytelling. Dude, who the... I don't get it. Like, I mean, I've said this a million times. Describe what the story of John Cena. Go to your local community college or writing group and just tell the story of John Cena or just tell the story of Roman Reigns. Keep it short. They have shit to do. And ask them if they're the hero or the villain. And, you know, they'd have to be the villain. They're getting everything handed to them. They, you know, the announcers say they beat the odds, but then what? What are they beating the odds in? I don't fucking get it. And what odds are they beating? I don't fucking get it. But hey, hopefully they get their shit together. Remember last week was good? Let's leave the Christmas spirit remembering how good last week was. Oh, man. And they got such great athletes, and they have the fucking money. And if you know a pro wrestling fan that's fucking down in the dumps, and this is not me, not like, you ever see, No, I don't know. I should make fun of other YouTubers. That's not fair. But yeah, I do not get paid. But please check out New Japan World. They do not pay me, especially if you like good pro wrestling. And not only that, but Wrestle Kingdom's coming up. I got my tickets. They're gonna have English commentary. Lucha Underground Season 2 is coming back. TNA is gonna be on a new channel. Or, Ring of Honor starting a new year. Hopefully they got to work. Ring of Honor's getting to work with New Japan and Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. I gotta start watching Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. That'll be my 2016 thing. But there's so much great pro wrestling out there, and NXT, they shine on the big events. It's just WWE is so good at marketing. What if they just had a good product to market? How amazing would that be? And you could be like, well, they do, but the ratings, I don't know. I hope more and more people check out alternatives, because I think the only way it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword because most fans will not check out alternatives unless WWE is good. That's just fucking hashtag science. But WWE won't be good unless we check alternatives. And it's like, come on. Who's coming with me? Who's coming with me? Wrestle Kingdom, Lucha Underground. TNA, you better turn shit around on Pop. Fucking Matt Hardy winning a goddamn title. So, I don't know. In 2016, I hope, for one thing, that the alternatives do so well it forces WWE to change, or WWE does so bad that people are forced to watch alternatives. But I don't think they will. I honestly think people will just stop watching. I don't think they'll check out alternatives. I'm a really strong believer. I've ran indie promotions for years. It's so much easier to draw a crowd when WWE is doing good. It's so easy to be the second place company when WWE is doing good. It's just when WWE's in the shitter, no one, because the most people only know about pro wrestling through WWE. So you hand them a flyer to your local event. They're like, oh, well, WWE sucks. Why the fuck should I see this? But if WWE is good, people are like, oh, man, I like pro wrestling. I like WWE. Oh, man, this is right in my own neighborhood. Let me see what the local guys can do. And from my experiences of promoting shows, it helps the indies out so much when WWE is doing good, especially locally, especially that live crowd. It's the same thing with MMA right now. UFC is doing so good, so it's easier to promote MMA than it is boxing or pro wrestling. It's just people need to see something good, and then they'll check out other stuff. And I wish it wasn't that way, but it is. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. I apologize if you guys are trying to reach me up with live comments. I don't exactly know what's going down with YouTube. Hopefully it improves. I've heard stuff they're getting rid of webcam. YouTube. Why do you suck so bad? All right. Like, comment, subscribe. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. I hope Santa brings you everything. Happy holidays for those that don't celebrate Christmas. I'm so happy I live in Japan. Everyone says Merry Christmas, and barely anyone is religious. So, yeah, that's a thing. Like, comment, subscribe. Twitter, Coco Plays, Pumpkin Cheese. All right, with that, I'm going to go make spaghetti. I am over. Bum, bum, bum.